Well, as usual, I start a project from the beginning. But I got that crack pinched down. Started welding it up. Got it pushed down on that block of wood. I'm gonna have to push the teeth down in hard or something to get that front piece to come down. I played it, I don't know. But it was way bad. I'll have to put a picture in it before. Alright, I got that kind of welded up a little bit back there where it'll stay put. So then I pushed out here right on this tooth. Got that somewhat close. Still pretty far open. Put a bead across the bottom. Now I'll finish welding out the top. Try to get it to stay together. Then I'll finish out the bottom down there, and then I'll lift the bucket up and curl it around and weld the back of it. Poor old bucket. It's a pretty big bucket for such a machine that it's on, but it is a fairly light duty bucket. And I'll find a crack right there, and there's another crack right there. I don't know if you can get a good angle on it. Going back in there, so I'll weld up both of those. The front of that over there, it's got a big old crack in it. That's a hard cutting edge that I put on the outside of it to make it a little bit wider, because of what I dig with this bucket. 90% of the time has to have a specific weight or width, and I need to weld a new tooth on there. So yeah, starting on to the bottom, that root pass right there. Got this side somewhat welded up. My old mutt was out here pestering me, but so I'll get that welded. Put at least 3 passes over it just so it can fill in and be a lot stronger. And there's the rest of that root pass across there. Got that in there good, pretty good now. If I wanted to, I could leave it like that, but it'd crack out and break. It's like what normal people do, it's just a single pass like that. But through the mining industry, I've learned you got to put a lot on to keep it there. Now, there's the first cover pass on the bottom. I'll do another cover pass on top. Get it covered up good, filled in. Alright, so there's the top cover pass. And then I wire brushed off all that. Then I'll do, because I got a root pass up, but I'll do 2 covers on that. Alright, that's the inside of that. All finished up. I got to finish the other cracks in it, pick it up, flip it over, all that stuff too. Alright, I got that crack welded, that crack welded. I might just leave that one alone because it's just up outside. It ain't never broke the actual bucket yet that I can see. But I'll curl it up and look at the bottom and inspect it a lot better. I'd like to put some more bracing in it, but I don't know, we'll see. Alright, so that's the other side of where this was at. That's where I filled the other side in. It looks like it did pretty good. I don't see no holes or major problems in the weld. It looks alright to me. I'll fill this side in and then up and across there. All these poor straps have busted off of the back. All the wear straps. Well, and then I'll fix the 2 cracks going up the back of them 2 teeth. Right in there. And that crack looks like it does go through that weld and up into the bucket a little bit, so I'll clean that out, weld them up, see how that goes. Alright, so I welded on that little crack right there a little bit right at the base of the bucket, welded up both of them teeth, welded a crack on the back of that tooth. Now I'll start on that other, the big side. Alright, there's the first pass up the outside of the bucket. I'll put about 10 more in that. And then we got to go all the way up around the crack on the top. Alright, I got up and around the corner right there. Started trying to fill that hole in, and I says, I'm going to jam a bolt in there. So I welded a bolt in there, not my proudest day. Probably should put a bunch more in that corner, but I'm kind of getting bummed out on it. Want to be done with this project. Alright, there's that side. Up the back of that. There's a root pass across there. I had a hole from where at the end of the crack I knocked a hole in it, so I had to kind of fill up the hole a little bit. But I'll put 2 covers on it and we'll call her good. Alright, I about got her done. I just got a couple more little things to do. I had to go run up to the old man's lot that he's got all his equipment at and see if I can get another tooth off another bucket for over there. I'm going to straighten up some of these back pieces a little bit. And then the 3-footer will be done. Alright, I got that new tooth on there, so it's a little longer than the rest, but it's better than not having a tooth. I fought them forever to get 3 teeth off of this other bucket. And got it put on there. When I got all done fighting the other teeth off the other bucket that's over here, off of that old hunk of shit bucket, they were welded on, so I had to grind all the welds. Got the teeth ripped off of there to put on the other one. Took me forever. Then I looked them up for this freaking style of tooth, and they're cheap. Like 10 of them was like 80 bucks. I was like, shouldn't have spent that much time on it. But I'm done with that project. Take it back up to the old man's and leave it there. So I ain't got to worry about having an oil leaker in my driveway no more. I didn't weld that crack because that's just the cutting edge hard face stuff on the outside. I'm sure it broke because it's brittle, but I don't know. Alright, I'm done with it.